Well, welcome along to Manama in Bahrain. We have action from game day 5 and Group F in the FIBA Asia Cup 2021 qualifiers. Sri Lanka taking on Palestine. Well, this is what the group looks like at the moment. Kazakhstan leading the way with 3 wins and just 1 defeat from their 4 games so far. The top 2 in the group qualified directly for the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup. Third place goes into a final round of qualifying. The team that finishes bottom of the group will miss out altogether. Well, Palestine guaranteed at least 3rd place if they secure the win today against the Sri Lanka team, who have yet to win in this group and are very much up against it as things stand. Palestinian team just being introduced to the court at the moment.
Number 5, Jamal Mayali. Number 8, Ahmed Haroon.
They won just 1 of their 3 games so far in this group. They did win 3 out of 4 in pre-qualifying.
Number 22, Wasim Mes.
But so far in this group, they lost to Kazakhstan and then beat Sri Lanka in the first window in February 2020. They then lost to Kazakhstan on Friday, 93-56. They played in just 1 previous Asia Cup in 2015. And they finished 10th, so really hoping that they can qualify this time around.
Number 13,
Sri Lanka, well, they started well. They won 4 out of 4 in the sub-zone pre-qualifiers. They only won 1 in their final round of pre-qualifying. They actually lost to Palestine in that pre-qualifying group. But it was still enough to make it through to this particular round of qualifying. They've lost all 3 games so far. In February, beaten by Jordan, 100-45 and 102-60 against Palestine.
The national anthem of Palestine.
And lost to Kazakhstan on Thursday, so they will need a big improvement before we get underway. We'll have the national anthems.
Please remain standing for the Sri Lanka national anthem. And now introducing the referees for the games are Crew Chief Muhammad Alamiri from Kuwait, Umpire 1 Wissam Zain from Syria,
Muhammad Alamiri and Saif Al-Dasari
from Qatar.
The 3 officials for this contest. Chance, as I mentioned, for Palestine to secure their place in the top 3 at the very least. It would certainly put Sri Lanka in real difficulty if they were to lose again here. looks a little unlikely that they'll be able to qualify, but we shall have to wait and see. Here's the starting five for Palestine. Kendall Dykes, very impressive in his only previous game in this qualifying round. Sani Sakakini, the captain, absolutely vital for this Palestine team. He will be the focal point and leader as they look to secure a second win against Sri Lanka. Paul Kofta, the head coach, hoping to secure a second win in fourth game of this group. This is the Sri Lankan starting five. They have struggled in this group, as I mentioned. There's a couple of names to look out for. Clinton Devakumar scored 11 points and managed 8 assists against Kazakhstan. And Nimesh as well, another important member of the starting five, the centre, 23-year-old, 13 points and 4 assists rather in that defeat to Kazakhstan. They're hoping for a big upgrade on their previous performance against Palestine a year ago. 102 to 60 in that game. Salaj top scoring with 24 points, 3 rebounds and an assist as well, 4 steals. He is going to be one to look out for. 22-year-old shooting guard, averaging just under 10 points per game in this qualifying group. There is Kendall KK Dykes wearing the number 0 on his jersey. Didn't play in the previous window last year. This is club basketball in Poland for Anvil. He did impress in that defeat the other night against the Kazakhstan. 22 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for him. Sani Sakakini, the captain, wearing number 13. He is certainly one to look out for. Remarkable performance in what was ultimately a defeat to Kazakhstan in the first window, 79-76, a close one. 44 points, 10 rebounds in that game, an astonishing personal display. Nearly led them to victory against the team that is currently top of this group. Some final words of wisdom from the coaches at the start of this game. Palestine strong favourites. They are ranked 30 places higher, in fact, than Sri Lanka in the FIBA rankings. Convincing a 42-point win in the previous encounter will give them plenty of confidence. Make sure they get the job done here. Try and get themselves into second place in this group. That's the aim, to get into the top 2, to avoid having to go through another round of qualifying. Sri Lanka would settle for 3rd place now. It's going to be a tough ask.
Start out strong, play together, and help each other. And most of all, when you help each other, you enjoy the game. Share the ball, share the responsibility on defense. Everybody rebound, run, and have fun.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Palestine! ඇයිද? ඔයා හැමතිස්සෙම බෝල් එක ගිහලා ගන්න. ඔතන දුවන්න ඕන. හරිද? අපි ට්‍රාන්සිෂන් එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම බෝල් එක හම්බුනොත් ට්‍රාන්සිෂන් එක කරනවා. හරිද? ලේන්ස් වල දුවන්න ඕනේ ඒක. අපි දාලා දුවමු ඉස්සලා බලන්න. හරි? රයිට්. බලන්න කලින් මුන් දෙන්න පීනන් දාපා මුන් දෙන්නට දුවන උන්ට. 3 1 3 boys. 1 2 3. Go.
So nearly ready to get underway then in this qualifier. Group F clash. Sri Lanka and Palestine going head-to-head. Those 2 men in your picture there. The key men for Palestine. Expect to see them getting on the scoreboard in a significant manner today. They'll be hoping for a fast start here. It is Group F. It is Palestine against Sri Lanka. FIBA Asia Cup qualifier, and straight away the two main men combining. Sani Sakakini getting his first 2 points of the game. Sri Lanka looking to respond, and the captain Sakakini claiming a rebound. And Palestine off to a flyer here, 4 points on the board inside the opening 30 seconds. Steele and Dykes with the no-look pass, and sets up Sakakini again. Those two have combined twice already inside the opening 40 seconds, and a 6-point lead for Palestine. They are not wasting any time here. Over 100 points on the board when they took on Sri Lanka last time, and it looked like they intend to rack up something similar here today. First missed attempt. Step back three, and no good. It's a well-claimed rebound there. And here is Dykes. Looks for Sakakini, should finish this. And by his standards, that was a straightforward chance. A little surprised that he wasn't able to increase his tally. He's got 4 points already, but Sri Lanka up and running here. Fernando Nimesh getting the first points of the game. Palestine here responding quickly though. And Wasim Mesk getting a couple more points on the board. It's 4 for him so far. Leading the way with Sakakini. Here's Nimesh for Sri Lanka. And gets it to go. Doubles his tally. Fernando Nimesh being played at a fast pace this game. Out it comes to Sakakini for the three. Can't get it to go. And Sri Lanka have stopped the flow somewhat. Foul called here. Ahmed Yunus. Sri Lanka unable to make it count that time. Sakakini claiming the rebound, driving forward. Another three-point attempt. It's no good, but it will be finished off by the captain once again. Sani Sakakini getting Palestine into double digits. Over here, not what Sri Lanka were looking for. Dykes. Sakakini into the corner. It'll be well, looked like it was going to be an easy finish. Eventually, it's a foul and a trip to the line. Ahmed Yunus looked as though he was going to just put the dunk away. See Mesk eventually drawing the foul. He bangs in the 2 free throws. And Mesk and Sakakini sharing the scoring at the moment, 6 points each. Palestine open up. That's an 8-point lead. Another turnover here for Sri Lanka. They've Certainly found things difficult in these early stages. Here's Sakakini. Ahmed Yunus. Sakakini floats it up, gets it to go. Banks it in. 2 more. Sri Lanka move it quickly and get the reward. Really do a damage, making that one count. His first points of the game. An 8-point lead, though, for Palestine. Another 3-point attempts. This one's good. Knocked down by Tamer Habash. First 3 of the game. 1-point lead and a turnover here. Ahmed Yunus going alone and gets it to go. Lays it up and in. Well, absolutely ruthless from Palestine early on. And giving Sri Lanka any chance to get going at all. Sri Lanka, when they get their chances, they're really going to have to try and make sure they take as many as possible. Palestine are racking up the points quickly and certainly trying to get as many shots away as possible. Sakakini just drains another 3. Effortless, really. He's already in double digits, 11 points for the game. He's got his eyes set on a big, big score. 7 second chance points already for Palestine in this game. Sri Lanka, through Nimesh, are at least staying in touch. He's got 6 of the 8 they've managed so far. Dykes with a little bit of improvisation. Another foul called. Sakakini drawing the foul. And timeout called here. It's been a tough opening 4.5 minutes for Sri Lanka. They trail 22 points to 8.
ලේන්සල් දුවන්න බෝල් එකකට පස්සේ ලේන්සල් දුවන්න. හරිද? නැත්තම් මෙතන ගෙනා සෙට් කරා ඔය වගේ ප්ලේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. ලේසියෙන් ප්ලේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. හදිස්සි වෙන්න එපා.
So Sakakini drawing the foul there. So get the extra free throw from the line. He wasn't able to make it count, so he's still on 13. 13 points and 5 rebounds, and we're only just halfway through the first quarter. If he plays the majority of this game, he could have some crazy numbers by the end. And no look pass. Not a very good one from Habash. Not what he intended. A little sloppy there from Palestine. Maybe just trying to be a little too ambitious. And Sri Lanka. And they're trying to be positive when they can. Dykes. Sakakini out to the edge of the arc, and then he claims the rebound and draws the foul. And he missed the last free throw. Keen to knock these two down, take his personal tally up to 15. 6 rebounds now as well. Dykes yet to get on the scoreboard. He's got 4 assists. Those two are always going to be key. Knocks them both down this time. Three-point attempt from the corner. Dykes underneath it to gather. Given away. Sri Lanka looking to take advantage. Dykes some ends with the rebound there. Another three-point attempt. Good. Jamal Mayali knocking that one down for Palestine. It's a 21-point lead. 29 points on the board already. The Dinesh for Sri Lanka. Kumar going for the three-pointer. Much needed for the Sri Lankans, that. Quinton Kumar. He's one of their key men. Here's Dykes. Called this time. Dykes showing plenty of invention. A couple of rebounds and 5 assists so far. Much of what Palestine have done has gone through him. And they come again. Another three-point attempt. It's good. Back-to-back threes for Mayali. He's 2 from 2 from the field, both three-pointers. Palestine re-establishing that 21-point lead. A lovely bounce pass here, nicely finished off. Defensively, there's been some good moments. Milidua Gamage getting another couple of points on the board. He's got 4 in total. Mayali thought about another 3, couldn't get it away in the end. Here he is once more. Mayali. Sakakini. Little fake, gets the shot away just in time. Can't get it to go though. Another three-point attempt, another rebound for Sakakini. And another foul. Another foul. It's the Kumar this time. Ahmed Haroon can get his first points on the board from the line here. Only manages 1 from 2. Fernando Nimesh, leading scorer for Sri Lanka so far with 6 points. Almost joined there by Milidua Gamaj. Didn't get it to go. Here come Palestine again. Out to the corner, 3-point attempt, no good. And another foul called. Mask making the layup. Drawing the foul. Free throw missed though. Huge gap at the moment as Sri Lanka get another couple of points on the board. Lovely reverse layup there. That was outstanding. Milidua Gamaj with 6 points now for Sri Lanka. That was their best player of the game so far. There is going to be another trip to the foul line here. And Omar Eldirawi can get the chance for his first points of the game. This is the second free throw. Over a minute left in this first quarter. Palestine totally in control. Been pretty ruthless in this first quarter so far. Sri Lanka have caught them a couple of times in transition. Nice work there from Milidua Gamaj again. He's got 8 points. He's having a decent game. Sri Lanka's still a long way back. 17-36 the score at the moment. Howell and put away. It's nicely worked. Ahmed Haroon moves on to 3 points for the game, and then it's a 21-point lead for Palestine. Sri Lanka may have the last say of this quarter, and in it goes. Well, Lendis scoring the last couple of points of the opening quarter, but what an opening quarter for Palestine, exactly what they would have hoped for. Twice as many points racked up as their opponents in that opening 10-minute period, 38 points to 19. And Palestine just stronger in every department, really. Sri Lanka making 53% of their two-pointers, 10% less than their opponents. It was such a fast start, wasn't it, from the Palestinian team. Got themselves into a lead early on, strong lead, just built on it throughout that first quarter, never really relented, only slowed a little bit towards the end when Dykes and Sakakini were given a bit of a break. They will get plenty of time on the court today, you'd imagine. Sakakini will maybe be eyeing up that record from earlier in the group, and he scored 44 points. Could he maybe do better than that today? A huge challenge. The way he started, certainly not impossible. A very efficient, really ruthless performance from Palestine so far. And Sakakini, the only man in double digits for them, 15 points for him. He played just over 7.5 minutes of that first quarter. And 7 rebounds as well, so very much on course for a double-double. A reminder, you can download the app for free. Keep across everything that's happening. The FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. And Sri Lanka get the second quarter underway, trailing by 19. And there's a turnover here. And there could be a couple of points early on for Palestine, who do move into the 40s. Quick response there, Mendes adding 2 more points to his tally, doubling it for the game. 40 points to 21, the difference now as another foul is called. Second one is missed, and then rebounded and finished by Tamimi. Tariq Tamimi now with 4 points in the game. Sakakini and Dykes yet to be reinstated for Palestine, but they not being missed too much at the moment. Palestine have extended their lead to 22 points. Could make it even bigger here with the 3-pointer missed. Sri Lanka pick it up quickly, and this is where they have been good in transition. And Milidua Gamaj into double digits, 10 points for him. Bounce pass, there's a foul. And Milidua Gamaj is going to have to take one for the team there. It's his first foul. Hamu Handiramaj is the only one in real trouble at the moment. He's got 3 personal fouls to his name. Not on the court at the moment for Sri Lanka. An unsuccessful trip to the foul line there. to Kumar. And 20 points the difference at the moment. A chance from the corner. Missed by Ahmed Yunus, who's back on court along with Sakakini and Dykes. Maybe just because Sri Lanka are starting to put a few points on the board, closing that gap a little bit. It's now 18. Dykes, Sakakini gets it out to the corner for a three-point attempt, and it's good. Another three for Palestine. That's a bit more like the free-flowing basketball that we saw in the first quarter from them. They've moved to within 4 points of the 50 mark. Sakakini claims yet another rebound. That's 8 for the game now. 2 more will secure a double-double for him. Turned over, kept alive by Sri Lanka. Fast breaks are where they've been most effective, but a chance here for a three. And Sakakini again is there to tidy up. Dykes moving it quickly. The fake, the pass to Ahmed Yunus, out to Dykes. Sakakini into the corner again for Ahmed Yunus, who goes for the three, can't get it to go. And they do a damage coming away with it for Sri Lanka. The long two is a very good one indeed. With Kumar getting some points on the board, but the response just instant again from Palestine. Al-Dirawi profiting from another Dykes assist as Sakakini claims the rebound. He's already got his double-double, by the way, the Palestine captain. 15 points, 10 rebounds for him. Taking him just over 10 minutes of being on the court to get that done. Another timeout called here. Palestine have reached the 50 mark. They are 23 points clear, 50 points to 27.
දැන් ඉස්සලා කියලා ඇරියා දැන් ආයිමත් කියපු ගමන් රින් එක යටම පින්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන් හරිද සීල් කර ගන්න රින් එක යටම පොඩ්ඩක් ෆයිට් ගන්නකො මෑන් එක ඔළුව වලලා කියලා වැරද්ද කරන්න බෑ දැන් ආයිමත් මෙතන හරි හරි කියනවා කියලා වැරද්ද කරනවා හැමතිස්සෙම ඉස්සරහට එන්න දෙනාට එන්න දෙන්න බෑ ඉස්සර ඔයා ඉස්සරහින් ඉන්න හැමතිස්සෙම ආගේ ඔය ඉස්සරහිට යමු තල්ලු කරනවා පොඩි මේකක් දාන්න ඔව් හරිද අපි හයියෙන් බෝල් එක ෆ්‍රන්ට් කෝට් එකට ගෙනාවොත් ඒක
The 23 points the difference here. Sri Lanka 27, Palestine 50. Almost halfway through the second quarter. It could be a very big score here for Palestine if they keep up this level of intensity over the course of the game. It's just a foot on the line there from a player who's been absolutely vital for Sri Lanka, Pawan Milidu-Gamaj. 10 points and 3 rebounds. Dykes again, and there's Sakakini doing what he does, draws the foul. So another 2 points for Sakakini, another assist for Dykes. Make it a 3-point play for Sani Sakakini. Turned over again here, and yet another foul as the shot is made by Tana Habash. Turned over again, and 2 more. Ahmed Younis profiting this time. Got the steal. And finished it off as well. There's still over 5 minutes left in the first half here. Palestine are at 58-point mark already. Big score. Could be on the cards here, up by 31 as it stands. Kumar floats it up, can't get it to go, and Palestine again doing the defensive work there as Sakakini is able to draw yet another foul. We've got a couple of players now, Sri Lanka has 3 in total, who are on 3 fouls. We just can't stop this man at the moment. Bangs in the 2 free throws to take his personal tally to 20. 20 points, 10 rebounds at the moment. And there is a block as well from Sakakini. A big rejection. Now doing his business at the other end of the court. Can't get it to go though. Denied another couple of points. Dykes denied his 8th assist as well. Shanika Sehan for Sri Lanka. 3-point attempt by FIBA Kumar. Kendall Dykes lost his balance, but barely broke his stride. Gets the pass, and it's going to be another 3-point play possibility. So many of those. FIBA Kumar with another foul. And they missed the free throw. Might actually benefit them. No, not this time. Couldn't turn that into anything. Sri Lanka doing their best to come forward here. FIBA Kumar with a 3. Dykes claims the rebound. And he very nearly had another assist there. The rebound claimed and put away at the second time of asking by El Dirawi. Still 3 minutes to go in the first half here. Sakakini takes it and strides forward. The bounce pass. Palestine have kept it alive. This is Dykes. Into Sakakini. He goes again and gets it. Second time of asking. Never in doubt. Yet another steal. Chance for a three from the corner. Rebound claimed as well. Well, they are relentless at the moment, Palestine. Lead by 39 at this stage. 66 points on the board. Scored over 100 when the two teams last met a year ago. That's nicely done. Really good finish again from Pawan Minidua-Gamage. And he has been the shining light for Sri Lanka. 12 points for him. Dykes and Sakakini combining again, and Sakakini went for the dunk, couldn't quite manage to finish the move there. Devakumar out to the far side for a three-pointer. It's good. And they've certainly had their moments, Sri Lanka. Arnold Brent making no mistake there. As the timeout is called with a little under 2 minutes left in the half. 66-32, commanding lead for Palestine.
Ahmed, are you all right or what?
I don't know. And the coach, check him on. Why
So we got three super quick small guys here. Yep. Yep. We're going to spread the floor, 4 out and 1 in. Now, where's our foul situation? Do we have in this quarter?
Got a bunch.
All right, which means what? We got 1 or 2 to give. Right, so play aggressive, not stupid on defense. Yep. One of you guys is one of you guys is taking the ball out. Sani's running the floor. So who's ever closest to the ball? Get it. All right.
Go ahead.
There's Dykes. Sakakini. Three-point attempt, no good. Palestine can't keep it alive. And just a couple of concerns with the speed of some of Sri Lanka's offensive plays from Palestinian head coach Paul Kofta. Just feels they're not necessarily dealing with that particularly well, despite their huge lead. Just been caught out a couple of times on the fast break. 66-32 as another timeout is called.
He got the lead. Yep. He's got the lead. 2 guys in the corner, 2 guys in the corner. See this? 4 out and 1 in. Pass it, swing it, pass it. Once the ball goes into the post,
So just under a minute and a half left in this first half. 34-point lead for Palestine. Sri Lanka have managed to slow things somewhat. It's a turnover here. Sakakini is trying to get the pass away, couldn't do that. He's got hold of it again. Kendall Dykes into the corner. Sakakini's waiting and couldn't finish it at the first attempt, but does at the second. 24 for him in the game. 12 rebounds on top of that as well. An impressive double-double from him in the first half. And outstanding there from Dykes with the interception. Purely unselfish performance from him so far. Producing assists for fun. A couple of seconds between the shot clock and the game clock here as we count down to the halfway stage. Here's Kendall Dykes. And here come Palestine. Couldn't make it count that time. Another fast break from Sri Lanka, but they weren't able to profit on this occasion. Benedua Gamage looking to add to his 12 points, but wasn't able to do so. He's been the standout performer for Sri Lanka, who trail by 36 at the halfway stage. Palestine leading 70 points to 34. Been a bit of an improvement in the second quarter from Sri Lanka. Still have fallen further behind. Getting out-rebounded very significantly by the Palestinians. In terms of height, are a much bigger team. Sakakini, of course, leading the way. Points scored, 24. The only one in the Palestinian roster with double digits. So much going through him and Dykes in the first half. I can leave you with some of the highlights from the first half action. It's been a Palestinian masterclass, really. They have been utterly ruthless. Trying to get as many points on the board as possible without letting up at all. Sri Lanka at the moment struggling to deal with them. To see how things unfold in the second half, but it's looking good for Palestine here. They have a huge lead, 70 points to 34. And we will be back in a few minutes with the second half.
Daniels, spin move, right hand, teardrop is good to go.
You can see the shake of the head and say, you can't guard me. Well, where's the help side defense? Coast to coast.
International qualifiers, gives the ball right away to Maxi Marchuk, and the alley-oop slam down.
Oh, baby! Are you serious? I cannot believe what we just saw. I mean, this game is just full of surprises. I mean, look at this. That is Ezadine Airlines. Throw it down, big fella.
Steps inside, loses the handle. What will India do? They've got time to get a shot away. Buzzer beater, it is good! Brigovanshi has won the game on the buzzer with a floating three.
Welcome back. Second half underway very, very shortly, just a few minutes before play resumes in this FIBA Asia Cup qualifier. It's being played in Khalifa Sports City, of course, Myanmar and Bahrain. Sri Lanka with it all to do. Currently trail by 34 points to 70. Milidua Gamage with 12 points the only player to get to double digits in the Sri Lankan team. Palestine have largely been sharing the points out, although 24 of them have come from Sakakini, their captain. He's been outstanding. He's got a double-double already. 24 points, 12 rebounds. And he'll be keen to add to that, I'm sure, if he has a lot more time on the court. Milidou Gamage, he's been the standout player for Sri Lanka. Real threat in those fast breaks, which is how they've picked up the majority of their points. They are struggling to compete under the boards with Palestine, out-rebounding them comfortably. Sakakini, as you can see, 9 points. Habash and El Dirawi both closing in on double digits as well. There's the main man. 13 rebounds. It is actually not 12, 13 and 24 points for the captain. He has scored 44 points in a game already once in this qualifying group. It's against Kazakhstan in the first window. A word for Dykes as well, because he's been impressive. Kendall Dykes, he hasn't managed to get any points on the board yet, but he's been dishing them out for everybody else. 8 assists in that first half for him and 3 rebounds as well. He had 1 attempt to get some points on the board right at the end of that second quarter. The coaches will have another conversation with their players before they send them out again for second half. Sani Sakakini, no doubt, will be at the heart of things once more, as Palestine will look to see this out. They'll be guaranteed at least 3rd place.
Quite frank, hey, honestly, guys, do you think 34 is a little bit too much for them?
Really too much.
Honestly, 24, okay, I can live with that. Which means what? Yeah, let's set a target where they're not gonna pass. Give me a target.
So they whole game 15. For whole game 50. 55.
That's 16 the whole second half. That's hard work. Can you do that?
They should finish the game.
ඒත් එකම ඉන්න ඕනේ ගිහිල්ලා අත උස්සලා ෂොට් එක නවත්තන්න ඕනේ අනිවාර්යෙන්ම මඩ එතන ගිහින්. හරිද? හරි මැක්සිමම් හරි. ගාඩ් කරලා කීලේ මැක්ගෝ 3 point attempt කර දාන්න. මේගොල්ලන් දැන් යන ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා ලකුණු වැඩි. ඒගොල්ලන් 80ට 85ට මේකවල හරිද? තියාගමු අපි මීඩියම් එක ලකුණු 15කට විතර ස්කෝර් කරන්න දෙන්න මේ. තියාගෙන පොඩි එකක් කරමු. හරි. මචං මැක්සිමම් එෆර්ට් එක දැන් ඩිෆෙන්ස් එකේ මේගොල්ලෝ යන ස්කෝරින් රේට් එක වැඩි. හොඳ ඩිෆෙන්ස් එක දාම එෆර්ට් එකක් දාලා. මැද ඉන්න අපිට ඉස්සර
Well, interesting to hear that Palestine are going to be trying to improve their defensive work in the second half. Coach not happy with some of that defensive work in the first half, which you can understand to a degree. They were caught out quite a few times. Yes, they have a huge lead. But he feels, and he was questioning the team as to whether maybe they were allowing Sri Lanka a bit too much, offensively speaking. Certainly were caught on the fast break several times in that first half. Might just try and tighten things up a little in the second. No doubt they'll be looking to add plenty of points to the scoreboard as well. It'll be fascinating to see if it is a slightly different approach from Palestine in the second half, and they get us underway. Palestine in the black, Sri Lanka in the white. Lots of quick passing here as Sakakini does what he did in the first half and gets points on the board nice and early. Palestine not allowing themselves to be caught out on the fast break there as the three-point attempt is missed. We might just see a bit of a tighter defense here from Palestine in the second half. We shall have to wait and see. Tarek Tamimi there with a foul. Fernando Nimesh and now Thevakuma. Ambitious pass, it was a good one though. And he'll get the chance for the three-pointer and makes it. Clinton Thevakuma training one from distance. Dykes with the pass, oh lovely. Super play. Finished off again by the main man, Sakakini. Dykes involved in the build-up. 46 points in the paint now for Palestine. Another three-point attempt, it's good. They've hit back-to-back threes here, Sri Lanka. Well, the coach was challenging the Palestinian players to keep Sri Lanka to no more than 50 points for the game. And they've hit a couple of threes early on. That's a good response from the corner by Tamer Habash. Thevakuma. Another three-point attempt. Oh, and again, it is drained. Arnold Brent, who has 9 points for the game. And it's three-pointers in the opening 2.5 minutes of the third quarter for Sri Lanka. Their long-range shooting has meant they've had a decent start to this second half. Down by 36 at the halfway stage. Currently down by 34. So they're outscoring Palestine in the second half at the moment. Here's Thevakuma. Here he is again. Goes for the three. It was ambitious. Well rebounded. And another three-point attempt. Oh, and rebounded well again. Well, they don't get many second chance points. And Nimesh moves on to 8 for the game. Oh, and that's a terrific response. Once again, Tamer Habash has got another 3, 12 for him, sorry, in the game. Palestine have moved on to 80 points, 10 points in the second half. Palestine, oh, they've been caught out again by another big three. Oh, the long-range shooting from Sri Lanka in this third quarter has been remarkable. 14-10, they are outscoring Palestine at the moment in the third quarter. Good response here from Sri Lanka. Deserve credit for the quality of their long-range efforts. Here's Dykes, lovely bounce pass. Shot was away in time. And Sakakini there to finish off and pick up another 2 points. Takes him to 30 for the game. And throw in another rebound for him as well there. That was a hugely ambitious target that Palestine set themselves of trying to keep Sri Lanka to 50 points, and they've not been able to do that because Sri Lanka already on 48, less than halfway through the third quarter. They've had the better of it in the third quarter so far.
1 to 5. Tamer's on a wing. KD's on a wing. You're in the dead spot. You're up high. Give me the spacing. You want me to go over it again? Now? You don't know this? That's the zone spacing. Hello? That's all you have to do. Pass and cut through. You're wide open even on the cut through. Okay? Wing.
Some aspects that Coach Polkoff are not happy with in the third quarter so far. Not happy about the fact that Sri Lanka have put 14 points on the board already. Very nearly made it 16 there. Sakakini gets it back again. Dykes out to the corner. Abash, Sakakini to Dykes, moving it quickly here. 4 on the shot clock. They've got to finish this. There's the foul. And 1. Trip to the line here for the extra. Tamimi making the layup. Mendes penalised. That is a three-point play. Another three-point attempt from Sri Lankans, as well claimed by the main man, Sakakini. Another rebound for him. There's yet another 2. Mayali that time. Devakumar. Couldn't quite finish it there, and Sri Lanka have just hit a bit of a difficulty. Oh, the behind the back pass kept alive by Dykes. Bit of showtime from Dykes and Sakakini. Here's Sakakini again, the no-look pass to Dykes, and didn't quite come off that time. Arnold Brent. Now the interception, it's Sakakini, uncontested, throws it down one-handed. Another 2 for his impressive tally. Takes Palestine into the 90s. Was able just to stroll up the court and throw it down. 32 points for the big man. Unstoppable today. Timeout called, 91-48.
play කරන්න දිගට ගිහලා ඉවරලා අපි තප්පර 18ක් ගිහලා ලස්සන ඊට පස්සේ ප්ලේ කරමු ඉවර කරමු මෙතනින්. නේද? හදිස්සිය ගිහලා දඩබඩ පුතාලා බෝල් ඉස්සර වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ.
And Palestine have increased their lead. And Sri Lanka aim to get up to that 50-point mark. Oh, kept alive there by Tama Habash. Here's Dykes, just hands it off, and there's the finish. Tariq Tamimi. He moves on to 11 points. And that was a 10th assist of the game for Dykes. No points, but 3 rebounds, 10 assists for him. Totally unselfish performance from him today. Just looking to provide. Into the corner here, and it's another 3-pointer from Sri Lanka, and another one for Milidu Agamage, who's on to 15 points for the game. And Sri Lanka have got past that 50-point mark as Palestine respond instantly again offensively. They have been relentless throughout this game. 95 points on the board here as Sri Lanka are denied, swatted away by Dykes. He wasn't going to let anybody past here. No chance. Another 3-point attempt. Sakakini. Maybe yet another rebound. Dykes again. Sakakini. Dykes may go alone, gets the pass away, just dishing them out. Time and time again, Tamimi's up to 15 points. Palestine 3 off the triple-figure mark. And still just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Huge score on the cards here for Palestine, kept alive brilliantly there by Dykes. Sakakini thought about the 3, changed his mind. Dykes again. He'll look for the pass. The alley-oop pass thrown down by Sakakini. Great way to get to 99. Palestine, so powerful. There's another 3-pointer is attempted and made. Arnold Brent with his 4th 3-pointer of the game. He's dealing in 3s only. As Palestine do hit the 100-point mark. Simple finish for Jamal Mayali. 2 for him. 10 overall in the game. 101 on the board for Palestine as we approach the end of the third quarter. 47-point lead. Dykes claims another rebound and just launches one upfield for Sakakini to hit the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound claimed. And good defense there from Sri Lanka. Devakumar. Here's Fernando Nimesh, looks to float one up, and Sakakini claims it when it doesn't go. Final few seconds here. Dykes may take this on himself. He deserves a shot. He takes the shot. Can't make it though. So end of the third quarter. Palestine already at the 100-point mark. This arguably the play of the quarter. The ultimate combination of the captain and the main assist maker Dykes providing for Sakakini. Palestine lead 101-54. So fourth quarter underway. Palestine with a 47-point lead. All change as you'd expect from them. Likes of Sakakini and Dykes being taken out of the firing line for the time being. Second time that they've taken on Sri Lanka and registered over 100 points. Sri Lanka did have their moments in that third quarter. For quite a bit of it, they were outscoring their opponents. Overall, in the end, they were outscored by 11. Palestine registering 31 points in that third quarter to 20 from Sri Lanka, their best quarter of the game. 19 in the first, 15 in the second. An early timeout called in the fourth. Palestine leading 101-54.
Because, yes, the guy didn't get underneath. So the man whose man is setting the screen screwed up. Yes? I'm here with Omar. You're on defense here, right here. Okay? You're on defense here. Can you turn around? Can you turn around? Now I slip. Don't do that again. Run your offense. You had two guards on the same side. You were on the wing and you were in the corner. Looks ridiculous. You want to play the system.
يعني فاكرين اذا 50 نقطه الجيم يعني ما بتتعلموا منها؟ تعلموا من الجيم، هذا كل نفس اللي بنعمله هلا كنا المفروض نعمله الجيم هديك. نعمله هلا عشان بعدين صار respect the game.
So first free throw made. That's Mohamed Hamdiranji missing his second attempt. Haven't had too many free throws in this game, Sri Lanka. In fact, they were the first free throws that they'd had. None in the first three quarters. Palestine racking up the fouls early on in the fourth quarter here. Already their third, second for Rashid. Devakumar making both free throws. Palestine have made a really sloppy start to the fourth quarter, maybe just taking their eye off the ball a little bit, literally in that case. And maybe not the biggest surprise to see a change here from the coach. He wouldn't have been happy with that from his team. Dykes and Sakakini amongst those coming back in. Habash and Tamimi and Mayali as well. First choice five really as Dykes is unable to hold on. And it's gathered by Sakakini. It's 3-on-1 here. He's thrown it up for Dykes, who throws it down. Dykes with his first points of the game after being the main provider. Sakakini returning the favour. Sakakini's fifth assist. He may try and rack up a couple more. Get that treble-double. Certainly triple-double for Sakakini, not out of the question. He'll be encouraging anyone he passes to shoot, and Dykes does shoot. That's nicely done by Sakakini. And it's going to be laid up, but missed this time by Tama Habash. Foul is the ultimate call. Here's Arnold Brent for Sri Lanka. Chance for another three. Sri Lanka been a little more aggressive in the second half. They've had a bit more success offensively. Chance for another three-pointer. It's good. Devakumar knocks it down. And he takes his personal tally to 16 points. Sri Lanka hit the 60-point mark. 7 minutes to go. Dykes puts it away. Second time of asking. Missed the layup and immediately claimed the rebound and finished it off. The Dykes maybe has his sight on a triple-double as well. 12 assists so far, 5 rebounds and 4 points, so he's got a bit of a way to go. Here they go again. Another foul. That one won't count. And turnover here. 47, still the difference. Palestine coming in search of that 50-point lead. And they've only put 6 on the board so far in this fourth quarter. Dykes to Sakakini. Sakakini again. It's another 3-point attempt. And retain possession here. Oh, beautifully done. Dykes just couldn't quite finish it. Scramble it in eventually. Jamal Mayali has taken his personal tally to 14. And turned over again. Here come Palestine. Trevor Kumar with the unsportsmanlike foul. Just grabbing his opponent there, Omar Eldirawi. His third personal foul. He's been replaced now. Palestine do have a 50-point lead. They've lost possession here though. Still just over 5 minutes remaining. Sakakini. Just hand it to Dykes. May take this on himself. He does. Sakakini underneath it. Tried to finish. Dykes claiming the rebound brilliantly there. And still going. Draws the foul. Made the layup. Will go to the line for the extra. It is an extra for Dykes, who moves on to 7 points. Sakakini couldn't get it to go there. And Sri Lanka going to break quickly. That's so unfortunate. It's just a slip. And Arnold Brent completely losing his footing here. Little fortunate in the end that the ball went out of bounds off for Sakakini. That's another 2 for Sri Lanka. Arnold Brent with 16 points. Here's Dykes. Sakakini with the pass, three-point attempt is good. Sakakini gets another assist. Beautifully constructed point. Mayali moves on to 17 for the game. It's another turnover and another foul and another three-point play possibility. To add the extra. It's a 53-point lead at the moment, and quickly cut to 51. Mendes moving into double digits. Quite a few of the Sri Lanka players now in double figures. Thrown up by Dykes for Sakakini. What a combination that is. Time and time again. Those two can have their own personal highlight reel. There's Dykes again, goes for the shot. Couldn't get it to go. 13 assists for Dykes, 6 rebounds, 7 points. Sakakini, incidentally, now has 36 points and 23 rebounds. He's got 6 assists. Palestine just keep on racking up the points. Dykes on to 9. He's a point away from a double-double. And he's a point and 3 rebounds away from a triple-double. And there's still just over 2.5 minutes to go, and Sakakini also chasing that triple-double, but he might be out of action. He's down at the moment. This will be a big blow to Palestine if this is an injury. There was the pass to Dykes a little earlier on. We've seen 3 alley-oop passes between those 2 players alone. There's another one, Dykes to Sakakini. Just been a combination throughout that we've seen. But I think Sani Sakakini, sadly, may have made his final contribution. Sri Lanka will be relieved if that's the case.
شدها شدها
Devakuma. Looking for the ambitious pass. The foul is called. And Sakakini doesn't look like he is going to take any further part in this game, so likely that his final numbers will be just shy of that triple-double that he was closing in on. An amazing contribution, though, overall. 24 rebounds, 36 points. As Dykes is looking to get a couple more that would take him past the 10-point mark and give him his double-double. .53 points the difference. Minute and 40 seconds remaining. Another foul called. And Thevakumar can add to his tally. 16 points so far, but 5 from 17 from the field. Four rebounds and 14 assists. Impressive double-double from Clinton Thevakumar. There's Dykes. Looking to get in there again. It's another foul. Mayali missing the three-point attempt. El-Deraoui drawing the foul and making the first of his free throws. Dykes is there, claims it and puts it away. And he does now have his double-double, 11 points and 13 assists. Claim a rebound for that as well, which takes him up to 8. And into the final minute here, Palestine. Dykes again claiming the rebound, looking for the pass out wide. Three-point attempt is good. Outstanding. Abu Rahal, who's barely played. Doubling his tally. He's got 2 3-pointers, hasn't missed a shot. 52 points from the bench for Palestine today, just 1 from Sri Lanka. Their starters have done the majority of the work. Dykes trying to steal there. And Sri Lanka will just run the clock down here. They may have one last effort. It's gone for the 3 and made it. Three-pointer to end the game, more or less. But Palestine do let the clock run down. And that confirms a huge win. They were expected to get the job done today. They won't finish bottom of the group. It does mean they have at least the chance of qualifying. They could still finish second. But crucially, they've got the result they needed. For Sri Lanka, it's another setback. Another disappointment for them. Yet to win in this group. 4 defeats from 4 games. Palestine winning 129-74. Well, it was dominant and utterly ruthless from Palestine in an attacking sense, certainly. Offensively outstanding, 61% of their 2-point attempts made, 31% from three, actually less than Sri Lanka's, remarkably. But look at the rebounding, 35 to 64, almost twice as many rebounds won by Palestine. They did have a significant advantage in that particular area. And when it came to the point scoring, well, Sakakini just leading the way. 36 points, 24 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals and a block. Sensational performance from him. Should mention the double-double for Clinton Devakumar as well. The standout performer for Sri Lanka, 20 points and 14 assists for him with 5 rebounds. Much of what Sri Lanka did come through Clinton Devakumar. And they were certainly much better in the second half. And their three-point shooting was actually quite impressive by the end. They made 10 in total from 28 attempts, 36%. As I said, it was better than the Palestinian percentage. They actually only made 9 three-pointers in the game from 29 attempts. So similar number of attempts and slightly better from Sri Lanka, but it was the rebounding that made all the difference, really. Huge advantage height-wise for Palestine. It certainly showed. And you can certainly pick out several players who made a big impact. 15 points for Tariq Tamimi, who played just 14 minutes. And 3 rebounds and a couple of assists for him as well. Mentioned Sakanini, standout performer, 32 minutes played for the captain. He's actually forced off towards the end with an injury. We'll be hoping that's nothing too severe. 36 points, 24 rebounds, 6 assists. Remarkable performance. But actually, as a player who came closer to a triple-double, and that was Kendall Dykes, who basically didn't have a shot for the first 3 quarters of the game. Ended up getting 11 points on the board, 14 assists and 9 rebounds. He's 1 rebound away from a triple-double, which is a little unfortunate. Fine performance from him, though. Plenty of players, as you'd expect, with such a huge score that racked up double digits. Dykes with 11, El Dirawi with 11, 17 for Miyali, 18 for Habash, 15 for Tariq Tamimi. And of course, 36 for the captain, Sakakini. Attacking-wise, it was a fabulous display. And only 1 point coming from the bench of Sri Lanka. Their starting 5 did the majority of the damage in terms of the scoreboard. And they picked up 40 points in the second half. It was 59-40, the second half score, so actually quite a bit closer than the first half. And it's a 3-point shooting that really improved dramatically for Sri Lanka, the third quarter specifically, but it's a great win for Palestine. They win comfortably, and this is what it means for the group as it stands. They're up into second for the time being. Jordan, though, have played 2 games less, but an important win, and it keeps their hope of qualifying very much alive. Sri Lanka, bottom of the group, no wins from 4.